Above all things, respect yourself. Anger begins in folly, and ends in repentance. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace, for as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. A good soul hath neither too great joy, nor too great sorrow, for it rejoiceth in goodness, and it sorroweth in wickedness. By the means whereof, when it beholdeth all things, and seeth the good and bad so mingled together, it can neither rejoice greatly, nor be grieved with overmuch sorrow. Be a good son, just brother, spouse tender and good father. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be, custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Concern should drive us into action and not into depression. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Do not say a little in many words but a great deal in a few. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Evolution is the law of life, number is the law of the universe, unity is the law of God. Educate the children and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Even as truth, does error have its lovers. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Honor God above all things, that he may rule over you. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. In the midst of such wealth as earth, the best of mothers, provides, yet nothing satisfies you, but to behave like the Cyclops, inflicting sorry wounds with cruel teeth. You cannot appease the hungry cravings of your wicked, gluttonous stomachs except by destroying some other life. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things, with the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city and the discords of families. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only 2 remedies for the suffering of the soul, hope and patience. In anger we should refrain both from speech and action. Know thyself and thou wilt know the universe. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth and power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand and leading him down the path of reason. Of a bad man, as of a bad dog, the silence is more to be dreaded than the voice. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. Power is the near neighbor of necessity. Restive horses are led by the bridle, but irritable minds, by reasoning. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. Sobriety is the strength of the soul, for it preserves its reason unclouded by passion. Time is the soul of this world. Thy foolish passions, learn thou to subdue them. The oldest, shortest words, yes, and no, are those which require the most thought. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment.
That which God gives you, no one can take away.
There is no word or action but has its echo in eternity. There is geometry in the humming of the strings, there is music in the spacing of the spheres. True goods are never produced by indolent habits. Wisdom thoroughly learned will never be forgotten. We come from God, as the tree from the root and the stream from the spring. That's why we should always be in contact with Him, as the trunk from the root. Because the stream dries up when it is separated from the spring and the tree dies when it is uprooted. You should make great things, not promising great things.